Welcome back to the message. In the spring of 2009, I got reassigned to be a pastor in Sacramento, California. When I got to the church, they had this big pulpit right in the middle of the front of the church. And every time I used to preach behind that pulpit, I felt like there was something dividing me from the congregation and keeping me away from them. And so I asked the church board if we could move the pulpit to the side of the front so that if there was somebody speaking who really needed it, they could just speak from the side and I would have this ability to preach directly to the people. Well, there was a brother who was not particularly keen to the idea. He liked the pulpit being there. He liked the preacher speaking from behind the pulpit. But eventually he agreed that, all right, we could move the pulpit. And so I got to preach directly to the people. It was awesome to have that experience, to not have anything between me and my Bible and the congregation. And we were studying God's Word, and I felt really excited by what we were doing. About 2 months later, getting there really early in the morning on Sabbath, this gentleman comes up to me and he hands me a little bag and he says, "Look, I have this gift for you that I'd like to give you." I said, "Thank you," and I accepted the little bag, and he walked away, and I opened the bag, and inside was shoe polish. Turns out that if I wanted to speak without a pulpit, I needed to be sure that my shoes had been polished. Everybody could see them. I was on a raised platform, and everybody could see my shoes. In a way, he was criticizing me. He was saying that I was doing something that wasn't right. It wasn't because of the pulpit. He really wanted me to improve my ministry. And I accepted his criticism. I took care of my shoes, made sure that they were properly polished before I started the Sabbath every week, and was able to not have this happen again. We need to be ready to receive counsel and advice. One of the things that hinders us as evangelists is that when somebody tries to help us, we kind of reject it as if we're being criticized. But not everybody who comes to you and says something is trying to put you down. Very often, the Lord is using them to be counselors, to give you wisdom. Open yourself up to this. Always assume that those who are coming to speak with you want the best for your ministry. In Proverbs chapter 19, verse 20 and 21, it says, "Hear counsel and receive instruction, that thou mayest be wise in thy latter end. There are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord, that shall stand." The Lord is going to put people in your way to be able to help you understand how to elevate yourself as an evangelist, how to be able to reach out to others more effectively. Be ready and willing to accept the counsel of those that the Lord has put in your way.